Why, hello. I love the beach. It's my happy place. And it's no secret that I love food too.
A good meal can make my heart sing.
Do the lasagna.
And soothe my soul.
Yeah, come on, come on.
So I'm getting out and about.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Meeting some amazing people.
I like it hot and spicy.
Producing wonderful, feel-good food.
I'm a happy boy.
I'll be sending my friend and fellow chef, Joseph Denison Carey, off in search of some inspirational stories of his own.
Slav, I want another one, is that all right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You've got plenty to share.
All the amazing characters and flavours we discover will inspire me to conjure up a treasure chest of delicious dishes
Chicky, chicky.
that I know will put a smile on your face too.
So join me on my travels and in my kitchen for some good mood food. Hello and welcome. Now, I don't know about you, but I love a little bit of something sweet, don't you? Today's show is filled with a little bit of what we fancy. Coming up on today's show, you feeling sweet and tickly? I am. I head to Hampshire to take a stroll through the lavender fields. What a fantastic place to come to work, eh? Surrounded by all this wonderful lavender. I use some of the fantastic flowers in a beautiful lemon drizzle and lavender tray bake cake. Oh, I'd be very happy if I went into a cake shop and got a portion like that, wouldn't you? Joseph visits Archer's Ice Cream to see why they're a favourite with the locals.
We make it fresh and put it straight out on the counter.
I bet it doesn't stay there for very long.
It doesn't.
I whip up a Boozy banana milkshake with Brulee bananas. Oh, so naughty. Imagine having that on the side of your cocktail. You go, yeah. Then I fire up the Barbie. For a dish sure to put me in a good mood. My mustard and honey-glazed beef and potato kebabs with a horseradish dip. My first dish today is a one-pot wonder. It's my caramelized Vietnamese chili chicken. Ideal for a midweek meal. Absolutely lovely. I've already started my chicken in one pot, actually. Chicken with skin on. You can see that's with the thighs, which means it retains some of that juiciness. Turning them over. They've crisped up beautifully. And that, I'm going to add first some lemongrass. Like a bit of lemongrass, just chopping that up. Beautiful. I love the smell of lemongrass. Ooh, yeah. There you go. And just sprinkle that into our pan. Beautiful. Followed by some chilli here. You split that down the middle and just pull it like that. And look what happens. See? Chop up your chilli. Chilli going into the chicken too. So we've got the lemongrass, the chilli. We've also got a bit of garlic here that I'm just going to grate in. Fantastic. Of course, a bit of ginger, the ginger-garlic chilli combination. Wow. I love Vietnamese food. It's become sort of quite popular, isn't it? There we are. Lovely bit of ginger. All those lovely things that we've just chopped up and put into the pan, just working it around the chicken so it gets into the pan, gets a little bit of heat on it, starting to caramelise. All right, a little bit of black pepper that we're just shaking on there like that. Beautiful. Now it's beginning to cook down. Remember, sometimes when I talk about you can smell things. It's beginning to sort of kind of fill the kitchen a little bit. You're thinking, oh, great, that's the time when you can start to add your other ingredients. Now, what about that sweetness? Soft brown sugar. That's where my sweetness comes from today. I told you about I like something sweet. It doesn't always have to be in a dessert. It could be in cooking like this, and boy, are you rewarded. It makes a fantastic addition to your normal type of chicken. A little bit of soy sauce there, dark soy. You can see that going in there. Sizzling. There you go. I've also got here just some coconut water, and between us, if you can't get hold of that, chicken stock. Okay, it shouldn't stop you cooking. What about this? I've got in some rice vinegar here. A little bit of rice vinegar. Lovely. Okay. Hey, what about a bit of fish sauce? Yeah, throw it in, Ainge. Mmm. Ah, that smells brilliant. Okay, a little bit of fish sauce, nimpla, they like to say out there. And you can see that. Look, if I pull that to one side, can you see that bubbling, that sugar starting to dissolve there now? Look at that. Creating that kind of almost like syrupy effect. That's what you're looking for in your pan. All right? Can you imagine what that's going to do to your chicken after a while? Boiling down there, cooking, smelling wonderfully aromatic. Yeah, boy. And it just wouldn't be the same without a nice piece of fresh lime. That's it. Squeeze that lime juice in there. That's going to enhance that beautifully. And a little bit more of that coconut water in there. Just pour that into your pan. Everything's beginning to reduce down beautifully now. Okay, and before long, when you reduce it right down, it'll become lovely, sticky and sweet, glazing our chicken and be heavenly to eat. That was poetry. Didn't you know it? Now, over here, I've left my chicken bubbling away in all those wonderful sort of caramelized, sugary flavors for about 10 minutes. But what I'm going to do now, release a little bit of that steam. Look at that. Okay, that's beautiful. Let's just get a little bit of that sauce here. All right, look at that. Absolutely lovely. That's going to be perfect in a moment, right? Reduce that heat right down now and just let that sort of tickle over. You're feeling sweet and tickly. I am! Therefore, we should bring things back to a little bit of normality with these bad boys. Look at that. Don't you love a bit of pak choy? Each one that you take, just split that in half like that. Here we are, we've got another one of those. And then I can literally take the guys and I can put them into my steamer. I've got my bamboo basket here. I'm putting that there because I just want to show you, instead of doing it on top of hot steam, how you're just going to pack these in. All right, there you go. I think that will be enough. Look at those guys, look. Beautiful. So simple. And I'm going to pop those back on. And we're going to pop that back on top of the boiling water there, so that steams just for a couple of minutes, guys, okay? Now, I want a little bit of garnish, so I've got some chilli here. I'm going to cut those into rings on the angle. So we've got a few of those chilli shards. I've got some sesame seeds here, toasted sesame seeds. All right, that's going to look really, really pretty on top. And what have we got here? Mint and some coriander. So I'm just going to take a touch of that. Just give that the slightest of chops. Look at that. Very, very gentle, all right? Because it looks interesting. Brings the dish alive. Now, beautiful fresh herbs. But what about, look at those. Steamed to perfection. All right, little bit of soy sauce on there. Look at this. Just a touch on there like that. Not too much of that. Okay, and I might put a little, just a touch of pepper on there too. Lovely. Okay, let's get this going now. Here we are. Just going to spoon that up here now. Oh, perfect. Look at these beautiful pieces of caramelized chicken here. Beautiful, just that, all that wonderful flavour, all the lemongrass and the chilli and everything's in there. Look at that, just looking really sensational. Over here, I've got my pak choy. Just lay that on there like that. Fantastic. And what about these other additions here, the old mint and that? We'll just take a little bit of that, just drop just a touch of that on there like that. There you go. A little bit of sesame. There you go. And just the odd bit of chilli. Well, there you have it. It's sticky, it's sweet, it's spicy. It's my caramelized Vietnamese chili chicken. Enjoy. I have to say, I'm feeling sweet today. I made sticky chicken with a hint of spice. Sizzling. And there's lots more still to come. Joseph is at Archer's Ice Cream Parlour. I wonder what flavour he's going to go for.
This is it coming out.
That looks incredible.
And I've got the barbecue out again for an outdoor dish with a wow factor. But before that, lavender blue dilly dilly. I went off to meet Nick to find out what culinary delight can be made using lavender. I'm in Hampshire to visit the lavender fields to find out how this unexpected ingredient can be used in sweet and savoury dishes. Nick, Ainsley, how are you?
Oh, nice to meet you.
What a fantastic place to come to work, eh? No bus or train, just straight into this marvellous field, surrounded by all this wonderful lavender.
It's lovely at this time of year when it's all in flower and in bloom and smelling lovely.
There's so many different varieties. How many are we talking about?
There are hundreds and hundreds of varieties out there, and we currently grow about 8 across our field here, with another 20 or 30 in different raised beds. But it's amazing how many different varieties there are. We're still learning about it 20 odd years on.
Right at the top, I talked about using it in cooking. What are the advantages of using lavender?
In cooking, it's a great flavouring, but there's also the medicinal presences it has. So it's supposed to be very good for the digestive system as well. But as an oil, it's fantastic. It can be used as a natural antiseptic and a natural antifungal. So in World War I, it was used on wound dressings for injured soldiers.
Wow. So my mum used to tie them all together and then hang them in the old wardrobe to keep the moths away.
Yep, we still do that nowadays, Ainsley, but we've got loads of other products if you want to come and have a look.
Oh yeah, why not? Let's go and do that. Yeah, great. Come on. Do you know what? You weren't kidding when you said there's so many different varieties of things that lavender can be attached to. And should we start off with this? This is a rhubarb and lavender jam.
We work with a local jam maker based in Hampshire, so we provide all the lavender for it, and she provides the expertise.
Oh, wow. This is fantastic. Oh, wow. The rhubarb's definitely there, but those kind of soft tones that you get from the lavender, they're just lingering, aren't they?
They do.
Beautiful. This is honey, which is my absolute fave.
So we have one honey. The first honey, the lighter coloured honey, is actually honey that just comes from the hive. So it's where the bees have foraged from the wildflowers and the lavender solely. And it's a lovely clear colour to it. It's lovely on toast, of course.
Yeah.
But it's great for cooking with as well.
Yeah.
You find a slight floral tone to it.
That's lovely. Really, really lovely. I like that. And this one is...
This is the honey that's infused with the dried lavender. So it has a far stronger flavour of lavender in it than the previous.
Oh, that is much more pungent, isn't it, really?
Definitely is.
Oh, should we try that with a bit of the old... What have we got here?
We've got lavender and lemon biscuits that are my mother's recipe.
Oh, really? Oh, Mum, thank you. Is she still with us?
She is, yep. We've retired her off, but she's still up here working.
Oh, we've retired her off. I love that. Go on, go and sit down and relax. They don't want to relax, though, do they? They never want to relax. I'm just going to have a little bit of that on there. Hey, look at that. It's just the aroma of it. There's something calming. You know? It's very, very calming.
Well, we've got one more treat for you to try, Ainsley. Some lovely lavender and honey ice cream.
On a day like today, that sounds perfect.
Fantastic.
Well, I have to say that it looks beautiful, it smells beautiful, and by golly, it tastes beautiful. There really is so much more to lavender than meets the eye. Yeah, boy. Oh, such a beautiful place, especially when the sun was shining. Magnificent. And so interesting to see all the various things they can make using lavender. Here's one of my absolute faves. It's my lemon, drizzle and lavender tray bake. First, I want you to take your butter, pop that into a bowl. And then add some sugar to that. Okay. That's it. I think you're getting used to me baking, doing a little bit of baking now, aren't you? It really is so, so simple. Hope I'm encouraging you to get out in the kitchen and have a little bit of a go. Okay, straight in there. Beautiful. Now we turn it up. Once you've actually got the sugar and the butter to bind together, then you can increase the speed a little bit and it starts to cream down a little bit more. So you want to get to that stage where your butter and sugar is light and fluffy. See what we've got there now? And I'm just reducing that now, the power of that, and I'm going to start to add my eggs one at a time. And the reason I'm putting it one at a time, if you put them in all together, at the same time, it does curdle a little bit, but you want to get that lovely smoothness in your bowl. Let's get the other egg in there. Once again, increase the speed a little bit. Now, what I'm going to do at this stage, I'm just going to get my spatula there, look, and just blend it in properly. Fantastic. And then we can start to put our flour in. Okay. There you go. Get your flour in there. And I've got plain flour going on here, guys. And then the baking powder. All right. Baking powder and flour straight into our bowl. There you go. Look at this. Pulling that together. And we've also got here a bit of lemon zest going on. And then we can squeeze our lemon juice in there. So we've got the whole lemon zest and the juice going into our mixture. Okay. Blending that together. And then to get the right consistency, what I've got here is a little bit of milk. Do I need it all? I don't know till I actually start to pour half of it in to start with and just mix that together. Slowly to start with, then you can get more vigorous. That's it. I think I can get away with just a little bit more of that in there. That's lovely. That's lovely. You can just beat that together. You can see that now. It's like a soft, floppy consistency. Yeah, beautiful. Look at that. Absolutely lovely. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, then I've got my tray here. And what I've done is I've lined that with parchment paper. Can you see? So you put one layer across like that, and then you put another layer across, and it kind of fits in to your tray perfectly. You can butter it up a little bit first, and then we can take our mixture and transfer that. Oh, look at this. Absolutely perfect. Lovely. A little bit of spreading going on. You know, I'm like just finding the corners there. Just remember I always thought someone knocking on the back door there when my mum was cooking. Who dat? Now that's perfect. I'm going to pop that into 160 fan, gas mark 4 oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. All right, let's pop that in the oven. Now, whilst the cake is baking, let's make up that lovely citrusy, sugary syrup. And to that, I've got some sugar, a little bit of sugar there, going into my bowl. And I've also got some lemon juice that I'm going to squeeze in there. Nice and citrusy. All of this works so well. Well, it is a lemon drizzle cake. All right, that's it. Beautiful. Ah, fantastic. And I'm just going to blend that together until the sugar dissolves. So just take a little whisk and just whiz that around a touch. That's what you're looking for. Now, we can take our tray bake out. Oh, wow, look at this. Hey, guys. Just check that out. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. Now, what I'm going to do is just to pop that on here so I can show you. Okay, beautiful. Just drizzling that now over the top of our cake. Look at that. And as soon as that goes in there, it's soaking in all that lovely lemony flavour. Beautiful. Perfect. Look at that. Now that's it. And you notice as soon as I took that out of the oven, it was still warm, and then I put the lemon on there so it soaks into it. It's almost like it's coming out and it's warm. It's got that kind of citrusiness running through it. Absolutely lovely. Now for my lemon drizzle. Of course, it requires quite a lot of icing sugar. So take your icing sugar, put that into a bowl. Again, lemon. I know plenty lemon, isn't there? Lots of lovely lemon. But it really does, that's it, bring everything together. In with your lemon juice. You might not need all of that lemon juice. I'm going to put in that bit to start with. And then we're just going to start to blend it together a little bit. You see here, look at that, look. Now already, that is probably enough lemon there. Look at that consistency, that's what I want. Can you imagine when that drizzled on top? Not only do you want to drizzle on top, you want it to hold its shape a little bit so you can see the drizzle, which makes it so much more attractive. All right, now, our tray bake has completely cooled now, so we're just going to lift that out. That's perfect. That great, look, here we are. So I'm actually going to cut that into 8. So that's going to go into half to start with. So you get 4 pieces to start with. And then we're going to cut it again. Oh, I'd be very happy if I went into a cake shop and got a portion like that, wouldn't you? And we're just going to peel that off now. And we're just going to lay those pieces of cake just on our tray like this so we can drizzle them. Oh, look at that. Now you can just peel that off, lay it down, and give it a good drizzle. And then what I've got here is my little cone. You don't need this, actually. You can just take a spoon out there. But you can see we've made that lovely little cone there. And that's going straight into my cone. Lovely. And just pull that down, squeeze that over. And then we're literally just going to go across these guys. Look at that, look. Just any way you want. There we are, another one there. Nothing like a good drizzle, is there, eh? And then finally, I'm going to take some of that lavender. Now, I'm just going to sprinkle a bit of that on the top here like this. Can you see that? Beautiful. There you go. Oh, yeah. Lovely. And there's nothing like a beautiful sprinkle, too. There you have it, guys. My lemon drizzle lavender tray bake. Enjoy it, especially with a nice brew. Put kettle on. Today's show is full of sweetness. We started with chicken with a sweet sticky glaze. Lay it down and give it a good drizzle. And a delicate cake with lavender floral notes. And now it's time to join Joseph at Archer's Ice Cream to find out the secret behind the perfect scoop.
Is there anything more uplifting than an ice cream on a hot summer's day? I've come to Archer's, where they combine Italian technique with British produce to create the perfect summer treat. Sue, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. I mean, this looks absolutely incredible. I feel like I've stepped out of the English countryside into Italy.
Good.
What is it that makes this ice cream so special?
I think it's the milk that makes the good ice cream.
Well, I've heard that the milk is quite nearby.
Yes, it is. It's just across the yard.
How many cows do you have?
We have 340 cows at the moment.
Wow. You're milking all of those cows?
Yeah.
How much ice cream will you make from that many cows?
We use 1.3% of our milk goes into ice cream. The rest goes to a local dairy
Amazing. Well, here's the thing, Sue. I want to get stuck in, but I don't think I know what I want yet. So maybe while I'm having a little think, can I go and check out the cows?
You can, yeah, and then you come back and have a look at all the different flavours.
Right, well, I'll see you in a bit.
Okay.
So this is where all the magic happens then. What flavour is this that you're making?
Well, this is the caramel brownie. This is all local produce, so where possible we try to use locally sourced produce, and this is from a farm just down the road.
Amazing.
Birchley Farm, and that's their brownie and their salted caramel sauce. This is it coming out.
That looks incredible.
This is the best. It tastes the best when it comes straight out of here.
That looks so fluffy and light. How do you get that texture?
Well, that's all about your balance, and it's the fresh milk and the fresh produce, really. That's what makes it so special. And then we're going to add some brownie.
I love the personal touch you have adding things by hand,
Yeah.
and you get a real feel for it, right?
We make it fresh and put it straight out on the counter, you know, and you just can't beat that.
I bet it doesn't stay there for very long.
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
Seeing that being made, I'm ready to get stuck in, but maybe I should try a few more first.
If you go and sit outside, I'll bring you a selection for you to try.
Amazing.
Okay, let's go. There you go, try those.
Sue, you're an angel. Right, so what have we got? This is the Simply Jersey,
Simply
right?
Jersey, coconut.
Amazing. I'm going to get stuck into the Simply
Yeah.
Jersey.
Before they melt.
Oh, wow. Delicious. So this is the brownie.
That's brownie salted caramel sauce. Local.
Yeah. This is the one that we've just made, right?
That's the one we've just made, yeah.
Incredible. Oh my God, that ginger is so good.
That's quite special, isn't it?
Oh man, I love it. The heat, the spiciness of it. It's not something you usually get with ice cream, but it works so well. I mean, I bet the locals love it. I've seen families in and out of here all day.
Yeah, they call it the ice cream farm. Yeah. Children love coming here.
I can imagine. I mean, I do too after today.
And adults too.
Yeah, well, I'm one of those adults, Sue, and I'm ready to make my choice. I think I'm going to go for the ginger.
Good choice.
Can I go and get a cone?
Of course you can. Yeah.
Awesome. This place is incredible. I feel like I've stumbled into a little pocket of Italy in the English countryside. I mean, it's hard to imagine ice cream fresher than when it's been made with milk from just down the field, straight from the cow to the cone. Delicious.
Ooh, Joseph, you're so lucky, aren't you? Hey, mine's a tutti frutti, although I do like a classic vanilla. Ice cream is really such a wonderful treat, you know, particularly when we have such a hot day. So I've got to include it in my next recipe, haven't I? We're talking milkshake, but a rather boozy one. Is my boozy banana milkshake with Brulee bananas. Oh, so naughty. Let me show you how to do it. First, I've got some coconut here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to toast that in a pan. All right, because I want to get a little bit of goldenness on it, if you like. And that's a dry pan. Put that coconut in the pan and let it toast, boy. Oh, yeah, boy. Okay, that's coming along really nicely. Keep an eye on that, okay? Don't sort of wander off anywhere. I've also got my banana here, and what I'm going to do is I'm leaving it with the skin on, and I'm just going to cut that into quite large slices. Can you see that? And the idea is that I want to be able to push a cocktail stick through it. All right, I'm just going to line them up on my tray like that. That's perfect. What's your coconut? Keep an eye on your coconut. Toasting away there. And look at that here, guys. Let me just lift that up for you. Can you see? Look at the change in colour there. Look at that. That's toasting. That's the little oils that are coming out of those shards of coconut. And they're toasting up beautifully. And I want you to get hold of your icing sugar. Put that icing sugar into a sieve like that. Right? Just working that icing sugar through, making sure that the banana's well coated. There you go. Look at that. Look, can you see? That's lovely. All right then. Now look at this here. I'm going to take that toasted coconut now, and I'm just going to put that back into that dish there. Can you see? That's lovely. That's what I'm looking for. Now, what about those lovely bananas, eh? All right, we're just going to fire this up now. And not too close, but just kind of start to... You see that's on the tray there. Get in there. And look at that. Can you see? It's starting to brulee. Now, can I just say to you, you can put this under your grill if you want to get the same effect. Heat your grill up first, though. There you go. Now, we've bruleed our bananas. Now, next up, I want to take a touch of that creme de banana and pour it just a little bit. Look at that. Look how syrupy and wonderful that is. Woo! Okay, and then we're going to take our glass that we're going to be serving. I'm going to just tip that very gently, okay, into the creme de banana. Just hold it there a second, then out, and then give that a bit of a shake. But you do want a nice crusty bit on top of your glass. Then I'm going to transfer that over to our toasted coconut, and giving that a good touch around the edge there. You see that? That's what you want, that kind of rusty, crusty edge. Yeah. All right then. What about that milkshake? First, you're going to take a little bit of the old spiced rum. Yeah, boy. Then you're going to be taking some of the white rum, coconut white rum. Yeah, boy. And then we're going to have some of that creme de banana. Oh, yeah. A little bit more of that. That beautiful. Followed by some coconut milk. There we are. Let me just give that a little bit of a shake up. There it is. All of those lovely flavours in there already. Okay. Now I've got some bananas. Any time I think about making a banana milkshake, I cut my bananas and I shove it in the freezer. So you end up with kind of ice cubes, if you like, of banana, or icy pieces of banana. All right, that's what I've got here. I'm just going to take those and I'm going to put them into my pot here. I'm going to whiz that up a little bit now. Ah, yeah. Perfect, okay. And of course, a milkshake just wouldn't be a milkshake without some ice cream. Woohoo! Lovely. Yeah. Come into my creme de banana. Lovely. There you go, guys. Oh, a touch of maple syrup, just for a little added sweetness. And here's my little secret, just a squeeze of fresh lime. Yeah, look at that. Absolutely perfect. Hey, let's go again, shall we? Whiz it up. Whee! There you go. It's all about getting the consistency right, isn't it? Hey, that's it. First of all, we want a little bit of garnish, don't we? I promised you something special with these bananas. So you push that in there, allow it to come out the other side. Add a glacier cherry. Add another piece of crispy, crunchy, bruleed banana. A How sweet is that? Can you imagine having that on the side of your cocktail? You go, yeah, that's fantastic. Okay, let's serve up. Woo! Dun, 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 dun. My boozy banana milkshake that grown-ups will go crazy for. You add a little fancy umbrella, then some Brulee banana and coconut. Here you go. Yeah, boy. That gonna taste good. Now, I've been adding a little bit of sweetness to my dishes today to prove that sugar and spice are very, very nice. With Vietnamese caramelized chili chicken, a classic tray bake with a little update, and a boozy milkshake. And now for my last dish, where Sunday lunch meets barbecue. I'm talking about my mustard and honey-glazed beef kebabs with baby potato skewers and a horseradish dip to die for. What do you need? Well, of course we have to marinate our beef, especially when we're talking about something sweet and sticky. Oh, yes. I'm going to start off with a little bit of Dijon mustard going into my bowl first. And that's going to be followed by a good glug of olive oil. Fabulous. And to that, quite a bit of the old Worcester sauce, okay? That's going to liven things up a little bit. Don't need to liven up my hips, though, do you? No, they're already livened up, I tell you. What about a bit of honey? Absolutely love that. Good couple of tablespoons of that delicious nectar. Just wonderful. Some lemon juice. I'm not really worried about whether the seeds go in there or not. This is for a marinade, so give that a good squeeze. Okay. And then last but not least, I'm kick that up with some fresh thyme. Just going to give that a little bit of a chop. There you go. And we're going to just take that, sprinkle that into our mix. And then we're just going to blend that together now. Can you see that? All that lovely flavours there. That's coming along. All right. And a little bit of salt. And some freshly ground black pepper too. All right. And then what about our beef? Well, all of that is going to go into our bowl, our marinade. All right. Just give that a bit of a mix. Now, in an ideal world, I'd love you to leave this for a good few hours, but even just for half an hour, it will make such a difference. But look at that. Already that looks yummy, doesn't it, eh? Can you imagine, after a while, it's just going to soak up some of that flavour and go, ooh, yeah, especially when you bite into it. Okay, now, what have I got here for you? Look at that. There is my beautiful beef. There it is. Now, what we're going to do now, of course, is skewer it up. Now, there's no bits of onion or anything like that going on here. It's just that bit of meat. So straight in there like that. Pack it so it's quite tight. There we are. And the real beauty, of course, is that, you know, when you start adding a bit of sweetness like honey to beef, it caramelizes wonderfully on the barbecue. So you're not only adding sweetness, but it's kind of chars beautifully too. And there's nothing like skewering by the sea, is there? That's what I say. I think that's enough of those for now. Now, what about those potato skewers? All right. Once again, we're talking about adding a little bit of Dijon mustard. Love it. The olive oil's going in there. Beautiful. Along with some more sweetness. That's a good bit of honey going in there. Now, what about that rosemary? Look at that. Oh, it's great. That's it. I've got that lovely chopped rosemary there. So I'm just going to pop that in there. Okay. And then we're going to add a little bit of salt and a touch of pepper. That's it. And just blend that together. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got some boiled potatoes there. going in, okay. And we're just going to give that a nice little blend. Look at all that lovely stickiness, that lovely sweetness. Ah, that's gorgeous already. When you put them on the barbecue and you char it a little bit, the flavour. Spring onions, guys. Cut it here. Look at this, look. Nice. Can you see those big, lovely chunks of spring onion? That's what I want. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to skewer that up. So you take your potato, you pop that on like that. You take a bit of spring onion, make sure you hit the centre. You pop it on like that, and we just keep going. A little bit of a laddery thing going on there now. Very, very pretty. Perfect. Okay, now our barbecue is pretty hot. Let's have a look in there, shall we? Look at that. All right, so I'm going to pop those on here now. Along with our beautiful potato skewers. Fantastic. Now, whilst they're cooking, let's get on with that horseradish dip. I've got some sour cream here, and here's something that will make your eyes water. Look at that. Nice bit of fresh horseradish. All right, and what I'm going to do is take some of that and I'm going to grate it. It is making my eyes water a little bit. Okay, now what about this? Look at this. Some beautiful fresh chives here that I've got, and we're just going to chop that up. Beautiful. A little bit of seasoning. Blend that together. Oh, look at that. The only sad thing about this one is there's no sweetness, but there's plenty of sweetness going on there. Let's turn over our kebab, shall we? Oh, look at that. Absolutely lovely. A little bit of charring going on there because the honey really allowing that to brown up beautifully. Our potatoes. There we are. There we are. Oh, look at those. Beautiful. Oh, a few more minutes for those. Another thing I like to do is I like to prepare a little bit of salad. And so what I'm going to do now, in order to kind of get a little bit of dressing on there, I just swizzle that oil around the dish like that. Can you see there? And then just spike that with a little bit of seasoning. Onion, I'm just going to take an onion here. We're going to need a few little slices of onion. So I think that will be enough of that. Perfect, that's what we need. Some lemon. It's okay, a little bit of lemon going around our dish too. Okay, and then I want you to take your watercress, pop it in there like that, that fresh watercress, and with your onion too, and just swirl that around the dish there. And all of that is now coated in that lovely dressing. All right, very, very simple. And then we can actually start to serve up. Okay. Wow. Wow, just check these out, guys. Look at these beautiful beef skewers. They're amazing. Along with our rather tasty tatties. Fantastic. Look at that, guys. Absolutely lovely. Not only that, I've got my beautiful dressed watercress here. That's fantastic. And a rather delicious dip there. Fantastic, look at that. Woo! Well, look what we've got here. Sunday lunch and a barbecue all rolled into one. My honey and mustard glazed beef kebabs, along with some rather delicious potato skewers and a horseradish dip to die for. Sweetness underpliert. Yeah, boy, just for you. Well, adding a bit of sweetness to your day is a great way to put a smile to your face. Go on, enjoy yourself. Have a go. Until next time, bye-bye. Did you see that? Did you see that? There's a seal out there. A seal. I feel like I'm on holiday.